天使創造リブート。
They never got him to suppress his manner himself. So yeah, I'll be training at Kaguya's after school for the immediate future. If you don't mind, could we handle the rice and laundry in the meantime? Could you handle the rice and laundry in the meantime?
お兄、仕事を押し付けるのは良くないと思うんですけど。
You act like you aren't the one shoving responsibilities on him whenever you don't go home. Well, you're usually the one forcing the chores onto me. See, I literally said that. I know you come home from school after me on purpose.
それは邪推だって。別にそれだけが理由ってわけじゃない。
So admitting it's one of them.
というか、そもそもかぐやって誰？
What? Oh, Kaguya Shitoria. Apparently she wanted a more Japanese name for school. And she picked Hoshikawa Kaguya.
じゃあルバクさんも？
Takadate Orie. She only changed her last name.
下の名前はそのままなんだ。まあそれでも特に違和感はないか。
So, will you do the chores for me?
急にそんなこと言われてもな。
Also, you make it sound like she has a choice. If you're coming home before, if you're coming home after mom comes home, you'll have no choice. All right, because you know, then she won't be able to delay it until then.
普通に友達付き合いがあるんですよ。年頃の女の子には。
Well, you seem to hang out with your friends an awful lot more than me.
僕からもどうかよろしく頼む。
Also, because you don't have friends, Riku. What are you talking about? You have fucking that other guy. You have that guy who doesn't even have a sprite. And her friends, well, they don't need a sprite.
これは重要なことなんだ。
Do they even exist? We'll never know.
わかった。やる。
Wow. I didn't expect you to agree so quickly.
不満？
Oh, no, I appreciate it. I just figured you'd put up more of a fight.
ノアちゃんも重要って言ってるし。何より、お兄がおもらしすると私も被害を被る可能性があるから。それを考えると協力するのもやぶさかではない。
Thanks, but stop making it sound like I'm pissing my pants.
別にどこにも寄り道するなって話じゃないよね。
No, you're coming your pants. Wait.
いつもより少し早めに帰るようにして、私の方が先だったら仕事をするってことだよね。
The training is so he can come in his pants. Yeah, yep.
それくらいなら全然いいけど。で、実際のところどうなの？ちゃんと制御とかできそう？
No clue. We just started yesterday.
何それ、不安な言い方。
I know it's important, and I'm taking it seriously, but it's not that easy.
僕は可能性は十分にあると思うよ。ほう？ちなみになんで？リクは魔王の力を宿しながらも、これまで問題なく生きてきた。今は抑えきれなくなってるけど、無意識のうちにある程度の制御をしていたはずだ。だからコツみたいなものをつかめば、少なくとも沈めることくらいはできると思う。
Yeah, and he'll be able to get hard again.
ふーん、そっか。ちゃんと可能性があるならいいや。
Thanks again for helping.
うい。しかし、早めに家に帰るとなると時間を持て余しそうかも。新しいゲームでも買おうかな。
You should be studying. Exams are coming up.
お母さんみたいなこと言わないでほしいんですけど。
Oh, I almost forgot. One of my friends asked me to introduce you to them. Is that cool?
はあ？何それ？どういうこと？
Don't glare at me. It's not for the reason you're thinking. They love games, but they don't have anyone to play with. They really want a game buddy. Is that okay?
どうって言われても。
You play that Dead by Twilight game, right? I remember you saying it was fun.
やってるけど。
Yeah, and that was the biggest lie she's ever said. Dead by Daylight being fun?
それどんな人？というか、そもそも男の人？
Bro, every fucking Dead by Daylight update, it's either heavily weighted for the hunter or it's heavily weighted for the survivors. There's like no in between. They cannot balance that game. It is impossible for them to balance the game. Nope, they're a girl.
お兄、女の子の知り合いなんていたんだ。
Yeah, and she's hotter than you, so... Oh, wow, that's just rude. Did you know that some people who play Dead by Daylight because they like being scared and aroused at the same time? Who the fuck are you talking about? I may be socially inept, but I'm perfectly capable of speaking to my classmates. Thank you very much. Kind of more like you're forced to, because she sits on your desk every day. You know, it gives you... Never mind. I heard about it once. From who? Females mostly. Why are you question marking females mostly?
お兄の場合、相手が女子ってだけで喋れなくなっても不思議じゃないし。
That's just plain wrong. Mainly because of her, though. She's a people person, so she can keep the conversation going even when I stammer.
胸を張って言うことかな、それ。
All I'm saying is, you don't need to worry.
正直めんどくさいって感じしかしないんだけど。
Look, Dexter, I don't think Bao plays Dead by Daylight to get scared and aroused. That's what Bloodborne is for. That's why she plays Bloodborne, not... She plays Dead by Daylight. Well, never. What is Bloodborne? I'm not gonna answer that. You should know what Bloodborne is. So no. I heard Koribari after the whole transmigration thing. So I was hoping I could do this one thing for her. But if Amane's willing, then that's that. I could try to be a little pushier, but she's the one who has to talk. She's the one who has to talk with Koribari at the end of the day. If she's in a foul mood, that'll come back to bite me. Look, Dexter, maybe you should look up FromSoft. That's where you should start, and then you can go. You can look up Dark Souls, Demon Souls. Demon Souls came out before Dark Souls, but look up Dark Souls because that's the more popular one. All right, you can then look up Bloodborne, which is a PlayStation exclusive Souls-like. Yeah, I guess Souls-like from FromSoft. Then you can look up Sekiro, which is Japanese inspired, quote unquote, because it's a Japanese company. You can look up Elden Ring, which is the most popular version, which is the most popular game right now. And then you can look up, well, there's a new one that's coming out on the Switch whenever. But that one's going to be another exclusive. That's basically Bloodborne 2. But yeah. I could try to be a little pushier if she's in a foul, blah blah blah. Yeah.
わかった。いいよ。
You will?
たまにはね、お兄の顔を立ててあげる。お兄も今さら嫌がられたとは言いづらいだろうし。
I didn't promise the girl anything, so you don't need to take it that seriously. But thanks for doing it.
これって貸しでいい？
I don't know why he isn't just saying her name. Just say Kurumi. Why are you saying this girl? Oh, fine. I'll get you something, but bear in mind I'm broke.
解消なし。
Don't have to remind me.
しょうがない。なら、花火大福で手を打ちましょう。それくらいなら今のお兄でもなんとかなるでしょ？
That's all you want? You.
あ、2つね、2つ。
Sure.
花見大福ってあれか？ふわっとした薄い膜でアイスクリームを包み込んだ。
そうそう。
アニメで見たことがあるよ。あれはそんなに美味しいの？
好みは人それぞれだけど、ノアちゃんも好きになるんじゃないかな。
And Noah has money, so she should surely be able to buy it herself and not ask Riku to buy one for her.
ポテチとかコーラとかお菓子があれだけ好きなら食べる価値はあると思うよ。
Was Coke? Because here's the thing, right? Japanese call it cola. So is Coke the translation? Or is it or Coke? Yeah, is Coke the localization, right, and not the direct translation?
そうなのか。
Isn't cola an off-brand? No.
花見大福。
Also, why would there be a Coke off-brand in Japan? I mean, maybe there is, but I don't think it's called cola because people refer to Coke in Japan as cola. Want me to buy you some too? Well, if he's offering, then I guess there's no worries.
いいの？いや、わほん。食べたいとは思ってはいるけど、代金に関してはちゃんと自分で出す。
It's no big deal, really. You've helped me out a ton, so this can be my way of thanking you. I thought Coke was copyrighted. Dexter, here's the thing. How can Coke be copyrighted if people refer to cocaine as Coke, if people refer to sodas in general in certain parts of America as Coke? Those are the only two things. Coca-Cola is the trademark, not just Coke or not just cola.
今まで全部のお礼っていうにはちょっと安上がりな気もするけど。
I told you I'm broke. I'm just, paying her back in installments.
だってさ、ノアちゃん、これからは食べてみたいお菓子とか行ってみたいお店とかお兄に頼んでいいよ。
So the VN can't write Coca-Cola. No, they can write Coca-Cola because Coca-Cola isn't a thing. Coca, CA, cola is a thing, but Japanese, okay, you've typed it so many times. It's lost its fucking meaning. But they would never write Coca-Cola. They would never write Coca-Cola. They would only write cola. And everyone in Japan would understand what they mean by cola. Alright? It's just Coke. Besides, Pepsi-Cola. Alright? PepsiCo. Alright? Pepsi also used, I guess, Pepsi also used cola in their name before they changed it to just Pepsi.
いや、そういうわけには。谷風陸を守ることは僕の使命だからね。礼をしてもらうようなことじゃない。
I don't know. It feels like the right thing to do for me. The right thing to do to me. Just let me buy you this. At least. It'll make me feel better. Can a VN say Pepsi? No. Pepsi is also trademarked.
そうか。そういうことならわかった。ありがとう、リク。おはようっす。
Hey.
よっすよっす。よっすー。おはよう。あれ？ノアちゃんなんかご機嫌？
Yeah, she gets to have some fucking daifuku after class, after school. Imagine Coke was trademarked, and they said it was. They said it at. No, I'm not going to say that.
確かに。なんかいいことでもあった？ちょっとね。ちょっとって感じじゃないけど。でも喜ばしいことなら何よりだね。お？今日は早めにケツどけたね。さすがにね。ってだからケツはやめろ。はいはい、ごめんごめん。
My desk now free. I take my seat. Noah heads off towards hers with a spring in her step. She's so overjoyed, I almost feel like I've deceived her. Daifuku's not all that special. Maybe I should buy her some other snacks. Buy her some other snacks. I mean, Riku, you didn't market Daifuku to her. That was the anime she watched. Oh, but given the dire state of my wallet, that might not be wise. What's the funniest trademark rewrite that you saw in Aragay? I don't remember. Still, she helped me out so much. I could sacrifice a bit for her.
なーに？さっきからブツブツと悩み事でもあるの？
I'm fine. Oh, before I forget, Kohibara, I asked her and she said sure. She said sure.
何の話？
You wanted someone to play games with, right?
忘れてた。
Oh, did I jump the gun?
そんなことないよ。その相談をした直後に大変な騒ぎが起きたでしょ。そのせいで頭からすっかり抜け落ちちゃってて、言い出したのは私なのにごめんね。大変な騒ぎってなんかあったっけ？気にしないでいいよ。よくわからんけど、騒ぎはともかく友達を探してたっていうのは？ああ、それね。一緒にゲームしてくれる友達がいないって言ったら、谷風くんの妹さんがゲーム好きだって教えてもらえて。
I mean, she plays Dead by Daylight, so she's as much of a gamer as someone who plays Dead by Daylight. But yeah.
ああ、昔やった小難しいやつね。そんなに難しい操作が必要とも思わないんだけどな。
She also plays Aragaze? Yeah, but you know, I don't call myself a gamer because I play Aragaze. I call myself a gamer because I play CS. That's the difference. That's why I'm not calling Amani a gamer because she plays anti-games.
タイミングよく押すのがなんか苦手なんよ。私はどうしても気持ち悪くなっちゃうんだよね、あれ。それで谷風くんの妹ちゃんを紹介してもらったわけね。正確には紹介してほしいって頼み込んだところだったんだけど。
She said she didn't mind.
本当？やったー！
I'll give you her number, and the two of you can work out the details from there.
了解。妹さんって名前は？
Mane. Anikaze Amane.
あまねちゃんね。谷風くんも ID 交換しようよ。
Oh. You want mine?
あれダメ？
I mean, sure.
ねえねえ、私とも交換しようよ。
You don't have a router, so no.
あれ、そういう流れ？じゃあ、うちも？
You don't have a route either. Okay. Somehow I've ended up casually giving all three of their numbers. Getting all three of their numbers. Of course, I bet there'd be a bit more reluctance on their part if I'd be the one asking. You sure? Because, like, you know... I guess Amane is technically a hentai gamer. How does that happen? How does what happen? These social people are a different breed. I swear. They can just come out and ask with zero hesitance. I take out my phone and swap numbers with them. I now have 3 new entries in my contacts list, without really understanding why. How does someone randomly get 3 numbers like that? Because Kurumi is friends with both of them, so why wouldn't they also be friends with him? So then why wouldn't they want his number? All of them girls my age at least, but
バックログ画面だね。
yeah, without really understanding why. It probably goes without saying, but the only female contacts I had on my phone before this were my mum and my sister. Oh, and also Fumika, which we will get back to eventually. I would never have a problem messaging her, only she's my homeroom teacher and a working adult, so we never chat. Just because your friend gets someone number doesn't mean you should as well, right? Dexter, I literally just said both of them are also friends with Riku. So why wouldn't they also want his number?
谷風くん、どうかしたの？
Just a little emotionally overwhelmed.
感動？なんか感動するようなことあった？そう。
I'll probably only text Kohibari about Amane. And I highly doubt I'll ever text Kinoshita and Oshiraishi at all, even having their numbers. Yeah, because they don't have routes. But that's beside the point. It's just the fact that I've obtained girls' numbers is making me feel elated.
とにかくありがとう、谷風くん。
I don't know, I feel like Kurumi sitting on your desk every day is better than getting her number. I mean, I didn't think the other two considered him as a friend. Then why wouldn't they? School passed by without incident again. Eating on desks is a light red flag. You only say that because Kurumi has tits. I gather my belongings and get ready to leave as the final bell rings.
準備はできてるみたいだね。
Of course. Are you?
僕は問題ないよ。私たちも問題ありません。それじゃあ早速行きましょうか。他に要件はないんでしょ？
Nope. I'm gonna master it today.
まだ始めたばかりなんだから、そんなに意気込まない方がいいんじゃない？
Well, I know you're not gonna go easy on me. So I need to keep myself motivated either way.
そうだね。早く覚えるに越したことはないと思う。
If the pro tag sat on a female's desk, that would be weird, right? Well, yeah. The only reason I like it the other way around is because... Never mind. I don't want to keep talking up... I don't want to keep taking up your time either. So you're home for that... Or you're home for that matter.
私のことなら気にしなくてもいいわよ。必要なことなんだから。それじゃあ行きましょうか。
Another day of training starts. Nothing of note really happens though. I'm doing exactly what I did today. Enjoy the stimulus given to me.
どうかしら。 心臓はものすごくドキドキしてるみたいだけど、魔王の力は沈めたままでいられそう？
I'm doing what I can here. After transmigrating several times in short succession, I've come to understand a few things. The trick to keep my powers suppressed is to keep my emotions in check. Essentially, what's your most liked trope in Erage? I don't know. Kaguya described mana as a primordial force that exists deep within all of us, so I think that's why it works. I have to prevent the ripples in my heart from becoming waves, which is easy enough on paper. But in reality, it's incredibly difficult to keep calm while my face is being pressed into her boobs. Favorite sexual tag in Erage? What do you mean by that? Why are you specifying Erage? Crap. It was too much to handle. The ripples became waves and eventually tsunamis.
やっぱり簡単にはいかなそうだね。姫様、体を密着させすぎなのではありませんか？
Of course it is. Because she doesn't have Orie doesn't have tits, so she can't press her. She can't press him. Yeah.
そうは言っても、これは必要な訓練でしょ？マナの制御を行うなら魔族である私の方がいいでしょうし、それはそうなのですが、とりあえずもう一回挑戦してみましょうか。
Dexter, I don't think it's a good thing that your first example was P/water sports. No, like again.
それでも少しは我慢できるようになってきたんじゃない？
I don't know. Maybe. Honestly, I can't really tell myself.
途中経過みたいなものが把握しづらいからね。変に考え込まない方がいいと思うよ。こういうことには精神的なことも影響するだろうから。
I do get the feeling that telling myself I can't do this while doing this will make me a lot I do get the feeling that telling myself I can't do this will make me a lot more likely to fail. Yeah, I just need to come back tomorrow with a fresh mindset and try again.
その意気だ。
So what's your favorite? I don't know, there's too many tags I like.
それじゃあ帰ろうか。
Yeah, but after a quick stop.
何か用事でもある？
Gotta stop by the supermarket and buy the Hanami Daifuku.
ああ、花見大福。
If you say so, if you see any other snacks you're interested in while we're there, we can get those too.
いいの？
Well, I know how much you like snacks. I might as well try as many as you can while you're here. Oh, but we'll be eating dinner not long after we get back.
わかっているさ。僕はそこまで子供じゃないよ。
You sure? You're probably gonna
いらっしゃい
fucking.
ませ。
You're probably gonna eat all of the shit. Oh, can I get a bag, please?
袋ですね。かしこまりました。お支払いはこちらの精算機にお願いします。
I follow the cashier's instructions and insert my money into the machine.
ありがとうございました。
Yeah, but like, why are you calling him waiter? He's just cashier. Okay, and now we can go home.
申し訳ない。少し待ってくれ。
Yeah? What's up?
コーラを買い忘れていた。すぐに買ってくる。
Yeah, see? she called it cola, but it's translated as soft drinks. Okay. So then they actually did call it, she actually did say Coke. Amane did last time. And Noah trots back into the supermarket. I stay where I am. It's kind of hot. Maybe I should head inside.
ねえ、そこの君。
Hmm.
君だよ、君。そこの君。
ん？
そう、君。
Can I help you?
何って聞かれると困るんだけどね。ただ、君がすっごくかっこよかったから。
What? Me?
そう、君が。
Are you like hitting on me?
逆なんてことになるのかな。ごめんね、驚かせちゃったね。でもここで声をかけなきゃ絶対後悔すると思ったの。
Also, Dexter, didn't we literally do a fucking tier list of do a tier list of fucking hentai kinks?
それぐらい君がかっこよかったから。え？何？なんでそんなに嫌そうな顔するの？
Well, I've just never been hit on before. It feels like there's more to this than you're letting on. I also get the feeling this could be linked to Diablo's power. No one has ever told me I look hot, or even complimented my looks in general. All Amani does is make fun of me. Yeah, but also sends you lingerie pictures, so like, you know, I don't think that's part of making fun of you.
あ、詐欺とかマルチとか怪しい宗教とか思われてる？やだな、そんなんじゃないってば。かっこいいっていうのは単純にイケメンって言いたいわけじゃなくて、君の見た目とか雰囲気が私の好みにドンピシャだったの。少なくとも私にとって君はとってもかっこいい。
I would have bluntly told that woman to leave me the hell alone, especially if I thought she was hitting on me. In IRL too. You're only saying that because she has tits.
だから声をかけさせてもらったわけ。
Right.
でさ、お茶でも飲みに行かない？ゆっくり話をしてみたいの。
The only reason Riku should be sus about this is because Mikuni did this as well. Well, not to this extent, but, you know. Yeah. Her smile is sweet, and she seems to be a nice, attractive lady. I've never met her before, so I can't say for certain, but she does appear to be in her right mind. There isn't that scary glint in her eyes, like there was with Mikuni. Are you in love with me?
男として好きって言えるほど君のことはまだ知らないから。
He's just checking, alright?
でも君に並々ならぬ興味を持ってる。
You know, he's trying to gauge whether you're like Mikuni under that was under control, or just a, I don't remember what they call them, but the ones that, you know, the ones that just go on the streets and ask people to go to their bars.
さっきも言ったけど君の見た目とか雰囲気が私の理想なんだよね。だからもっと君のことを知りたいんだよ。
Yeah, I doubt she's being controlled. Am I genuinely this girl's type?
どうかした？大丈夫？
Yeah, I'm fine. Just feeling a little emotional. Never thought I'd live to see the day when a random girl comes up to me on the street and starts flirting with me.
何それ、大げさだな。
Well, IRL, I wouldn't go out with anyone. Even if they were a lolly. Well, I guess petite in IRL.
でもその反応、私に付き合ってくれるってことでいいのかな？
Honestly, I'm still debating. She isn't giving off the same vibes as Mikuni did. Though that still doesn't mean her intentions are pure. I know I shouldn't get along with her. But this is probably the only time I'll get this chance in my life. I have to bank on the possibility that this random girl is just genuinely into me.
ダメかな?
Well, I stammer, unable to give her a clear answer. Just then I feel a tug on my arm. It's Noah, and she's glaring at the girl.
ダメに決まっているだろ.
Yeah, sorry.
その子は妹さん?
Not exactly. Thanks for the offer, but I can't today.
ダメなの? 残念. また別の機会があったら、その時はお茶でもしましょうね。
The girl holds her hand up to her chest level, waves and then leaves. Her behavior from start to finish was purely rational. So what? Was she actually into me? God damn it. If only we'd met sooner. Despite my reluctance to leave, Noah pulls me away. I could pry her off me, of course, but I'd do the responsible thing and follow her.
なんかうまくいかなかったみたい。ごめんね、クラビン。
いいさ、謝るようなことじゃない。お前は俺の頼みをちゃんと聞いてくれたよ。
あんな感じでよかったの？
お、十分十分。ありがとう。助かったよ。
ならいいけどね。でも、あの少年を逆難するって何の意味があるの？知り合い？
Not directly.
純情少年をもてあそんだみたいで心苦しいんだけど。からかうにしてもこういうのって良くないと思うよ。
別にからかいたかったわけじゃねえよ。ただ俺にもいろいろあってな。それに言わせてもらうと、月野も結構本気で口説いてたんじゃないのか？
まあねー。だって反応が可愛いんだもん。あの反応、多分童貞かな。初々しくて感触も悪くはなかったから楽勝かと思ったんだけどね。彼女がそばにいたらさすがに無理か。道理でウブな割に警戒心が強いと思った。
やっぱり気づいてるな、あの反応。それにあの背の低い女、こっちの連中とは少し違って見えた。
Well, just because she's got blonde hair, you think he's not from around these parts? I mean, he's right, but you know, you don't have black hair either.
ああ、肌も白くて小柄で可愛くて髪の毛サラサラ。
I think he's referring to Mana. Okay. And
あんなに可愛い子めったに見ないよね。
そういう意味じゃねえけどな。俺がこっちに来てるんだ。他の誰かが渡ってきててもおかしくない。というか、渡ってきてるって考えるべきだな。ってなると、もう少し探ってからにしておくか。
クラビン？何の話？
気にしなくていい。別に大した話でもない。とにかく月野のおかげで助かった。今回頼みを聞いてくれた分もちゃんと礼はするからな。
期待してる。けどやっぱりちょっと心が痛むかも。年下の男の子を騙したりして。
結果としては振られたんだ。気にしなくていいだろう。それに年下かどうかも決まってはないだろう。
さすがにそれは無理があるって。いや、気を使ってくれるのは嬉しいけど。 そもそもあの子が着てたのって水香の制服だもん。学生確定。
水か。
水香学院知らない？ここの近くにあるんだけど。
Also, I don't know why he's talking about Riku's age like reincarnation is the same as... why am I blanking on the word? Fucking, going back in time. Not... regression? I fucking forgot the word. Regardless, just because he's the reincarnation of a fucking demon lord doesn't mean he's not 18. Yeah, he's 18, guys, remember?
あの二人そこの学生だと思うよ。
へえ。その水香学院ってのを詳しく教えてもらえるか。
Noah is standing imposingly on my bed, staring down at me in silence. He's fuming. That much is clear. I didn't even need to ask why. It's due to that girl hitting on me earlier. Listen, it's not what you think.
ほう、違うとは？自分が狙われていると知っている上に一度は大変な目に遭っておきながらそれを忘れたかのように逆難に乗り気だったわけではないと。
Slow down.
自分が狙われていると知っている上に一度は大変な目に遭っておきながらそれを忘れたかのように逆難に乗り気だったわけではないと。
You don't need to repeat yourself. Look, I haven't forgotten. I still remember very well what Mikuni tried to do to me.
乗り気だったことは否定しないんだね。
Well, I mean, okay, I might have. Maybe there was a slight possibility. A tiny microscopic possibility. I did learn my lesson with Mikuni. But this girl, I don't know, she seemed more rational. Like, she wasn't straight up asking me to sleep with her right off the bat. So, well, I figured she wasn't being controlled. And I didn't want to let this chance slip by. Since it might be the only one I'll ever get. I promise I was going to tell her no, okay? It was just a little hard. Yeah, but we all know that there's one thing that he couldn't get a little hard. Never mind. Noah's rage dissipates. Although, as if that sigh itself was the release of the pressure boiling within her. Almost as if...
彼女には操られているようなマナの気配は感じられなかった。
Wait, seriously? So she was actually into me?
いや、それはどうだろう。
Like, okay. Beginning after the end, right? That's a manhwa series where the main character reincarnates and is solely aware of the fact that he is an adult in a child's body, right? That is different from this. Mushoku Tensei is also the same, right? Only in those series, it makes sense to be worried about the age of the character because, you know, something. Is there a lolly in it? There are... Dexter, they don't get sexualized in... There's a reason Arthur in Beginning After the End is just the objectively better Rudius. Because at least he's conflicted about his attraction towards characters... towards certain characters because he understands that he is an adult in a child's body. That is not the same thing as what is happening here, because Riku is only acutely aware of the fact that he is the reincarnation of a demon lord. right? It's not like he was directly. It's not like his brain was directly. His memories and stuff like that were directly implanted into Riku.
魔法によって操られていないとしても、裏に何か目的があった可能性は否定できないだろう。
I know. I mean, I know. But you don't have to, like, say it. It hurts.
あ、そういうつもりではなかったんだが。
It's fine. You're probably right. Had I gone along with her, she probably would have led me to a group of thugs who'd have them extorted me or something. Wait, who? What the fuck? Would have led me to a group of thugs who'd have them extorted me or something. Okay. Extort, first of all. Second of all, why would your first thought be a group of thugs? Extort you for what, exactly? You don't have money. The sentence makes sense to me. Had I gone along with her, she probably would have led me to a group of thugs who would have then extorted me or something. Okay, no. I guess so, yeah. Yeah, no, I guess it makes sense. Whenever I hear those stories, I always wondered how stupid people must have fallen for such an obvious scheme. Yet, when it actually happened to me, I tried to convince myself it was real. I wanted to cling to that sliver of hope. Language was actually my highest score on the IQ test. You do realize that has nothing to do with grammar. Look, I agree with everything you've said. I won't let it happen again. He caught me off guard. I should have immediately told her to go away.
いや、僕の方こそ申し訳ない。そもそも僕が君に負担をかけていることが問題なのに。
What problems?
だから、その、簿記
What? Where did that come from? Why'd you feel the need to shout it out loud? Are you going through puberty?
思春期だとこういうことを叫ぶの？いや、そうではなくて。簿記ができず溜め込ませて、申し訳ない。
I think you've been reading too many doujins. They're rotting your mind.
え？バカ違う！溜め込みっていうのは不平とか不満とかストレスとかの話だバカ！オーナー金なんてハレンチな話題を天使の僕が口にするわけないだろ！
You sure? You literally just said it though.
僕としたことがなんとうかつな。
Personally, I think she's always been fairly careless, but I disagree. But I digress.
とにかく僕も君の負担を少しでも軽くしたいと。いや、軽くしなければならない。それは僕の責任だ。
I mean, I guess, but you're already doing plenty for me. Just today, you helped me try and control my demonic powers. Well, that was more Kaguya, but sure.
確かにそうなんだけど、そちらはかぐやに任せているようなものだ。僕も君がちゃんと簿記をできるようにしてあげたいと思っているんだ。
He doesn't seem to be messing around. I'd take a word for it. I'd take a word for it, I do. The only thing is, it's hard to stay serious when you're trying to talk about your my. I mean, we're trying to talk about my penis here. Look, I want to be able to get it up again too. But there's no point in panicking now. Panicking about it. If things go wrong, my demonic powers will burst out, and that'll be a disaster.
それはそうなんだが、このまま任せっきりというのは不甲斐ない。
I appreciate it, Noah. I really do. But do you even, like, have the knowledge to make me get an erection? Hell, when we first met, you didn't even know how babies were made.
それに関しては確かにそうだが、僕だって勉強をしている。
With what? Dojins?
エロゲだってやってるぞ。
That doesn't help. That doesn't help your case. That's nothing to be proud of. Sorry, I'm not judging you for your hobbies, but I just think you should take anything you see in fiction with a grain of salt.
本物って違うの？
I mean, I don't know. Probably depends on the type of dojin you read. Which one? Both work.
ぐ。
What? Why are you making that face?
さっきも言ったけど、僕は君の力になりたい。
Right. I appreciate the sentiment.
だが、いかんせん。僕は天使だ。君の言う通り、人の営みには疎いところがある。正直に言ってしまうと、本物だって見たことないし。
Yeah, well, I wouldn't imagine you have.
だから、見たい。
Huh?
本物、見たい。
Yeah, but it's not gonna look good. It's gonna look flaccid. Get it? What?
違う！勘違いしないでくれ！これはあくまで天使としての使命！君の安寧を守るために必要なこと！ただの好奇心であるとか、ハレンチな気持ちとか、不埒な考えではない！決してない！どうして黙るんだ！
I don't think they would skip this choice, considering you need to pick considering you need to pick between the options. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're kind of digging your own grave here. Everything you say just sounds like an admission of truth.
そんなことはない！僕はまず本物を知る必要があると思うんだ。本物を見て、知って、ちゃんとした知識を得る。重要なことだ。というわけで。どうだろうか。
I hope they didn't. I mean, I hope so. I hope they didn't pull a Kakenuke. Well, it's Yuzusoft, so, like, have they done it? Why am I asking you? You don't play the fucking all ages versions. They didn't do it in Riddle Joker, alright? Are you sure you're not just curious?
そんなことはないぞ。
Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eye and say it.
だって同人誌ではよくわからないんだ。糊みたいな黒い線で隠されてるし、それだって勃起した状態のものばかりで、ふにゃんふにゃんの状態は書かれていない。
Because it doesn't look soft and dangly. It doesn't look good soft and dangly. Yeah, I guess you're right. There's not really enough time to show the build-up. They just jump straight to the erection. Hang on. That's not true. Okay. There are a lot of dojins that show the flaccidity, the flaccid version.
君が取り戻そうとしている姿に関しては理解が深まっている。けれど、今の君の状態に関しては。
Action, not
バック
erection.
ログ画面だ。
I mean, it, they both work, so I don't see the problem.
僕は知らなければならないと思うんだ。決して君を恥ずかしめるために言っているわけじゃない。これは、そうだね。言うなれば、医者に幹部を見せるようなもの。医療行為の一種だ。
Uh-huh. Except Noah isn't a doctor. I get that she takes her mission as an angel very seriously, but as far as appearance goes, she's just a sweet young girl. She's been corrupted by Dojin, so I don't think you can call her sweet anymore. I do feel uncomfortable whipping out my cock for an adult male doctor as is. I'd feel uncomfortable whipping out, yeah. So I can only imagine how disgusted I'd feel doing it in front of a petite young girl who's an angel to boot. Still.
これも天使としての使命であり、冗談で言ってるわけでもないんだ。
It's clear she isn't doing this to tease me. The look in her eyes is sincere. She only wants to help me by checking out my cock. I'd be extremely grateful if this were about anything else. It's just a bit hard. Get it? It's just a bit hard. Wait, yeah, it's just a bit hard to when she's, you know, asking me in all sincerity to whip out my dick. I don't think the two is meant to be there. Honestly, I don't know what to do. Given her earnest desire to help me, maybe I should take it out. Maybe I should take it out for her. Or maybe I really should keep it in my pants. What a dumb thing to be deliberating about. Sorry, nothing.
それで、どうだろうか。
I mean, I can't just... There you go. Also, Dexter, there's no reason for me to save, because that's what...
セーブ画面だ。
That's what this save is for. That's what this save is for. This save is for everything. Mainly everything. There's a red/pink heart. That's R18. Well, yeah, because they fucking, you know. But there's no point in me saving here, because this doesn't change the branch. I'm on Noah's route. There's no point in me saving. Right? It's not as important as the first as
セーブ画面です。
it's not as important as this one. Alright. I can't unless people don't just casually whip out their genitals in front of each other, even if they're in a romantic relationship. As a young man, I naturally have to have a few reservations about doing that. People my age don't even want family to see you naked. I sure wouldn't want my dad to, and we're both men. Yet here I am with Noah. She's a cute petite angel, and she wants to see my penis. I feel not only embarrassed but guilty as well. I feel like I'm about to defile her in some way. I'd never be able to live that guilt down, which is why I tell her no. At least that was the plan. How did I end up with my pants off again? What do you mean? Oh, okay. You forgot that this is how the choice went. She slips she slips out from between my legs and stands up. In the meantime, I pull out my pants.
ありがとう。
Yeah, that's only for the 18 plus. That's only for the 18 plus version. You're not allowed to see it.
僕のわがままを聞いてくれて。いや、ただのわがままでもないんだけれど。
You're welcome. Actually, it feels weird that you're thanking me in the first place. Now that I think about it, I should be glad I didn't get arrested. So, could you please not tell anyone about this? If Amani gets word of this, she'll brand me as a disgusting pervert for the rest of my life.
わかってる。見せてもらった経緯を考えれば、僕も似たような立場になるからね。
No, this is a Ubisoft game. The girls are never blamed for any of it. The girls aren't blamed for any perverted stuff that they do to the main character. Why didn't they just show a black screen? Because there was no reason for them to show the scene in the first place. Oh, yeah, definitely. The only thing they needed to show is that he did it. Alright, they didn't need to show the scene itself.
そこをあっさり認められるのは僕としては不服なんだが。だけど、行き過ぎたところがあったことは認める。
I thought the scene was story related. The scene is route related. I don't think there would be a difference between if Noah saw it or not. I get you haven't played through the entire game and only did Noah's route, but there's a reason the route wouldn't diverge if you didn't. I'm still on Noah's route, so you haven't even finished Noah's route. That's even worse. There's a reason the route doesn't diverge if you pick the other option, because both of them end up. Because you're still on the common route when you do this.
そもそも僕はどうしてこんな。あ、そうだ、逆なんだ。そのせいでちょっと冷静さを欠いてしまった。とはいえ、君も覚悟を決めて僕に見せてくれたんだ。ちゃんと活かせる方法を考えてみるよ。
The choice is required to get on Noah's route, right? That doesn't change the fact that it doesn't matter in the common route. That'd be great.
僕は部屋に戻って頭を冷やしてくる。では。
With that, she sinks through the floor. You do understand that when I say when I'm referring to the main story, I'm referring to what's canon. All right, which means everything that happens in the common route. We didn't have an extra permanent bedroom to spare, so she's sleeping in the guest room downstairs. It's one of those traditional Japanese style rooms, though it seems to be working just fine for her. I mean, I don't regret showing her, but I feel so uncomfortably embarrassed. I can't believe I showed her my dick. Why did I do that? Am I insane? Now that I'm alone, the shame hits me all at once, like a truck. I'm left floundering helplessly on top of my bed.
れがおちんちんか。本には載ってない。勃起してないおちんちん。
Okay, maybe not in the ones you read, but I've seen flaccid dicks in dojins before.
僕は本当になんてことを。おちんちんがみたいだなんてハレンチ極まりない。僕は天使なのに、天使なのに。
何してるのノアちゃん。
Thank God she doesn't see the words floating around her.
いつからそこに。
今来たところだけど、なんか部屋から奇妙な猿のわめき声みたいなのが聞こえてきたから、大丈夫？
大丈夫だ、問題ない。大したことじゃないからな、全然。大したことでは。いや、やっぱり大したことだったかも。
困りごと？今時の若い子の問題に私なんかが力になれるかどうかわからないけど、話くらいなら聞くわよ。
ありがとう。そう言ってくれる母君の気持ちはとても嬉しい。でも本当に平気だから気にしないでくれ。
そう？わかった。何かあるならいつでも言ってくれていいからね。
ありがとう。それよりも帰っていたんだね。挨拶が遅れて申し訳ない。お帰りなさい。
ただいま。お腹すいたでしょう。遅くなってごめんね。
謝罪なんて必要ない。むしろ母君には毎日美味しいご飯を作ってもらってお世話になっている。
あら嬉しい。うちの連中もね、たまにはそういうこと言ってくれるとやる気が出るんだけど。
Well, maybe if you had a route, Riku would be nicer to you. I mean,
照れているだけで感謝はしているはずだ。
だといいんだけど。と、それじゃあ夕食を作っちゃわないとね。
夕食作りを手伝わせてほしいんだけど、僕でもできることはある？
あ、気にしなくてもいいのよ。
手伝わせてほしい。今は手を動かしていたいんだ。でないといろいろと思い出してしまって。
よくわからないけど、わかった。そういうことなら手伝ってもらおうかしら。
well,